All right. Well, that was a pretty abrupt ending. I was saying in the last video, I was saying I got to figure out how to charge because even though my camera has always been plugged into my computer, for some reason it just doesn't charge. And I don't know if that's a setting that I need to figure out or what the deal is there. But anyway, we're back. How is your guys' week? Weird, seems weird asking that because literally for me it's, you know, 5 minutes ago. But, since these are going out every Saturday, it's been a week for those of you that are watching. What's everybody working on? That was quite the production to get my camera plugged back into my computer. So another benefit to railroading is, if you cross stitch, you know that every once in a while you have to like drop your thread and let it, untwist. If you're railroading, a lot of the times you don't have to really worry about that because again, that's the idea behind railroading is to make your top threads lay flat. Um, so even if your thread is twisted, as long as you're starting that railroad really close to your canvas, it'll naturally untwist your thread anyway. That's not to say that you don't ever have to, drop your thread and untwist it. Eventually, you still have to because you're you're tricking it by railroading. Um, so you're pushing the twists closer to your needle. You're not eliminating the twist. You're just relocating it. So as your thread gets shorter and shorter, that twist is going to get more pronounced. Is that what I'm? Does anybody use any electronic cross stitching programs? I have one I pay for, but when I'm working from a kit, um, it's really tricky trying to get because you got to figure out how to get your pattern compliant with the reader of the program, which is a PDF. And when you import a PDF, you don't have the ability to do like, searches for a specific symbol. You don't have the ability to highlight, mark, and unmark um, symbols as you stitch them. But if you are working with certain designers that work with this program, really easy to import. One of the cross stitch companies that I have patterns from is Artecy, Artecy, and their patterns are compliant with the program that I pay for, which is called Pattern Keeper. They usually have a 7-day trial. But yeah, I've been paying for it for quite a while. um, just haven't been able to use it because I'm on, working on kits and it's just too much work for me to import. And it's for me, I feel like it defeats the purpose. The reason I love Pattern Keeper is being able to search for a symbol so that I don't, do a section, tie off, and then, oh, look, one random one that I missed. On Pattern Keeper, when you do a search, it automatically highlights all of the stitches of that one symbol so you know exactly where they're at. I love it. But I have a ton of patterns of kits that I've previously purchased. In fact, I just bought 3 more from Temu. I bought this one from Temu a long time ago. Like I said, I've been working on this one for a long time and I haven't touched it. Like I said, in probably close to a year. But this doesn't seem like this is my playlist. Oh, I guess it is. I'm like, I don't remember putting this song on there. It's my YouTube friendly playlist. Which is getting a little annoying because, I created this list specifically so that I wouldn't get, copyright claims from YouTube. And Spotify keeps randomly adding songs to it. And I'm like, no. You're defeating the purpose. It's not songs that, it's not like they're randomly picking them off the platform. They're pulling songs, it's pulling songs from my other playlist, my general playlist that I listen to when I'm not recording. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I mean, I like the song, but I don't know if YouTube likes it. And it sucks to find out after you've recorded a video and then it's like, oh, look, nope, we're not going to let you play it because there's songs in there that are copyright. So let me try to explain pin stitch. So when you're working on Aida cloth, right, you've got the crosshatch of your fabrics. So pin stitch, you come up through that center, like right here. You go down, around, up, down, up through the center, down, up through the center, down, up through the center, and then you go either up or down. So you're making kind of like a little miniature T, and then back up through the center. And that locks that stitch in place. And if you do it right, it hides it underneath the bars of the fabric. Now, like this over stitch over here, you can still see it a little bit. But when you stitch your next stitches, it should cover it. What's up here? Ooh, almost cut that one. That's a park thread. It's not a Now we're going to go back up over here. That is that one. Have my little needle threader. If you don't know how to use these, put the little skinny part through the eye of the needle. Great for us old people, old blind people. Thread the thread through that little triangle. Boop, pull it off your needle, and your needle is threaded. There are all kinds of like videos out there on ways to thread your needle. You know, there's one like put the thread in your hand and the needle and rub, and it's that has never worked for me. I just saw one the other day where they put the thread on the top of a toothbrush, on the bristles of a toothbrush, and then you stick the needle and and it pushes the thread up through the eye. Haven't tried that one yet. As long as I don't lose track of my needle threaders, I'm good with how I'm doing things. Why, why mess with something that's not broke? That commercial cracks me up. My animals have been driving me a little bit insane. My dragons have been taking turns being neurotic and, bouncing and bobbing and thumping their enclosure doors. And it's like, what is the problem? And for hours, they've been doing it. Yesterday it was Ducky, and today it's Petrie. And I'm like, what is the deal? Although yesterday all of my animals seemed to be off. I assume they, sensed the storm that was coming. But then, like I said, today, here's Petrie being all weird and banging his head and everything else. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Here. My tummy's getting hungry. I've uploaded several videos onto my YouTube with, my YouTube friendly playlist playing in the background. And then it posts and I get a, your song's on here. And I'm like, there's not supposed to be. Spotify keeps adding songs. See, this one I'm jumping from here to here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. But I'm also going back 4. So I'm going to be securing some of that thread in the back, so I'm not as concerned about the distance between those stitches. Didn't quite get all the way into the corner there. There we go. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way as much as I can. But unfortunately, it is unavoidable. Over 1, 2, and up 1. Over 2, up 1. One, 2, down 1. Pause to mark my pattern. Over 1, and then I'm going to park. So when I park my thread, I do the first half, so my left to right, and then I come back up in the direction that it needs to go in. So in this case, the top left, because I'm going to be continuing upright. Continuing north. And then I'm going to grab my yellow highlighter that's on my desk because I left the other one in my box. And then I'm just going to highlight that little one right there. That tells me that's that stitch. And we're back down here. I gotta mark this one off. Okay, so this is the little carrot shape, not like the edible carrots, the this little triangle shape carrot. Okay. Yeah, when I was cross stitching on camera before, I had said that I'm not switching over and doing patterns that I have PDFs for until I was done and I got through all of the kits that I have, which is all well and good, except for I just bought more kits. But the ones I just bought off of Temu, I'm like, I could not pass them up. They are gorgeous. My husband cannot stand Tom Petty. Oh, I realize this isn't Tom Petty. It was just popped in my mind. He's not a big fan of Guns N' Roses either. And this one is the last in this area for quite a while. I actually don't see another carrot symbol anywhere on the rest of this page. Oh, the glasses keep falling. I'm going to go down here. Another pin stitch. Must be on the other one. Yep. So again, I just fold the string in half, hook it on its appropriate peg, wiggle it down in between those little rubber feet. I have these 3 parked threads left. Let's do these 3 for today's video, and then, yeah, if I can zoom in anymore. Oh, I can't. Thought I was zoomed in. Guess I forgot to do that after my last little episode. I have storms rolling in, so it's very, very dark. Weird for me to need this much lighting in my room. Sorry, I was listening to that commercial. That's funny. It's the bent down and tied your shoes too fast. Back injury, not to be confused with the stood up too fast injury. That's like, yep, me in a nutshell. Figure out where I'm at here. Right here. Anyway, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Um, kind of zoned. Yeah, right now I have my overhead light on. I've got a light over there. I've got a light right here and the light on the camera. And it's still very um, dark in my room. You being a deer. I also need to pay attention to the time so I don't miss my own premiere. That would be so like me. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a little one. And away we go. I will say that my hands are not liking that I'm cross stitching again. I gave up crochet because of the arthritis in my hands. I'm like, I refuse to give up all of my hobbies. I'm not giving up cross stitch. I love cross stitching. My hands are complaining pretty loudly right now. temperature just shifted. All of a sudden, it's very cold in here. Probably gonna snow some more. Turn my heater on. Sorry, I'm like, oh, my tummy's starting to rumble. I don't know if you guys are, I don't know if my camera's picking that up at all. So maybe I'll just finish this one and then call this a video. Did I put that in the wrong place? I did. Now, re-thread my needle. Her. No. Where am I? I'm lost. Oh, I got it. we're going to have to be done with this for today once I finish this thread, because my body is beginning to protest because I haven't had anything to eat yet today. So my blood sugars are dropping and my brain is starting to get a little fuzzy. Okay, so yep, with that, we are going to call this a video. So, thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're liking my content, if you hit that bell, you'll know when I drop more videos. And as always, feel free to share my content with anybody that you think would enjoy it. We'll talk to you later. Bye!